Hi, and welcome along to One Way Football's one. I've called this something different today because it is a bit of a debate. So, one debate way. How's that, lads? One debate way.
That's fine. That's fine. You five for now.
Yeah, I'm like my talents. Where does it end? Do you know what I mean? Like we're
Probably come up with something later.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna go through. Right. So obviously, if some of you have seen the prediction video that me, Johnny, and Ed did, there was a comment that was a bit maybe far-fetched, some would say, but Ollie did have a point, I think, in some of the cases. So we're going to go through them ones, each point, and we're going to have a little bit of debate. Because Johnny, to the right of Ollie, actually did disagree with what he was saying. So the first thing we're going to talk about on the show is Haaland. Is Haaland overrated? Now I'm going to go straight over to Ollie on this one. I just want to know your thoughts. Is Haaland overrated in the Premier League?
Absolutely not. I think he'll be the top scorer by country mile. I can't see how he won't be. He's playing in the best team in the league. We're just going to give him opportunity. The only person who's going to touch him, I think, maybe like Gabriel Jesus. But apart from that, I can't see Kane getting anywhere near the goals he's going to get.
Jesus. I
don't understand, like, because I'm lagging. Sorry, might be my connection. It's just all right. I can understand the point of he played in the Bundesliga, which is not a great league, but you can look at a striker and appreciate when a striker is a very good striker. He's strong, he's quick, and he can hit a ball. He knows where the back of the net is. And when you put him in a team like Manchester City, he's getting De Bruyne feeding him, he's getting Mahrez feeding him, players like that. Bernardo Silva, if he stays, how is he not going to score goals? I mean, he got the two against West Ham, which is a start, isn't it? All right, fair enough. He didn't get a goal in his second game, but then he got another one at Newcastle. So he's already got three goals in 3 games.
One was a penalty, just to point that out.
Yeah, one was a penalty, which is fair.
One was a
So okay, then Johnny. So over to you, mate. I mean, why do you think he's going to be overrated? I get a lot of people saying as well that the fact that he's been in the Bundesliga, which is just basically full of farmer defenders. But I mean, has he been proven though?
Well, I'll tell you what. So the problem we've got here is that Sky Sports News, BBC, Match of the Day, big up this guy, this clumped left, this big lump of a player as a superstar. Now, Lewandowski came out with a comment the other day when he played for Barcelona. He said, they drew 0-0 with Valenciano, and he goes, I can't believe there were 6 or 7 defenders in the box. I got so much space in Germany, it was unreal. That was his comment. It's the same for Haaland. Now, I appreciate he scored 3 goals. Kane's got 2. Jesus has got how many? 3, 4? So it's early doors.
I think he's got 2 in the league. I think he's got 2, isn't it?
Who?
2.
Okay. So I'll just go back to that Bournemouth game, which was just dismissed there by Ollie. It's like, he didn't score in that game. He had 8 touches. 8 touches.
He's not going to be a well beater in every game, though, is he? He's not.
You just said he's going to be the top scorer in the division, and no one can touch him.
But he will. In my opinion, he will be by the end of the season.
How? And what evidence? What proof have you got of that? In what he's done in his career? What's he done?
His goal record's phenomenal. It's insane.
For Borussia Dortmund in a monkey league.
What about when he played? When he played for Salzburg, I think it was Salzburg he played for. Was it before Dortmund?
Yeah.
In the Champions League, his goals were phenomenal. In the Champions League, in Europe's top competition, and he was playing for Salzburg.
Harry Winks has scored 4 goals in the Champions League. Doesn't make him a world beater, does it? I think what's happening here, Ollie, is that you're watching too much of that television, too much of that Sky Sports News, sucking him off, because all they do, Haaland, Jesus, Ronaldo, Man United, Liverpool, it's all the same. It's the same rhetoric all the time. And I can't see, but I can't see where and how he is the best striker in the league. Yes, he's probably playing for the best team in the league at this current time. But Kane, Jesus alone would outscore him.
Yeah,
I have to agree with the Jesus thing. Yeah,
and this is from a Tottenham fan. Do you see what I mean? And there's. If Aubameyang goes to Chelsea, there's even a chance he'll outscore him. To be quite honest with you.
I can't see. It is what it is. I think we'll see at the end of the season one, but I'm more than confident that he'll finish this league as a top scorer. I mean, Pep doesn't sign players. He doesn't sign. Very rare he'll sign a bad player. He sign everyone in the world would have took Haaland. Every team in the world, and he would have started.
But but they went for Kane last year instead of Haaland.
Yeah. No, but they went for Haaland this year because of the release clause. They wouldn't have been able to buy Haaland last year on the price they were asking for him.
Would they pay for him? 60 million?
Yeah, 60 million. That was only because of the release clause. So if not, they were paying 200 million for him easy. Without that release clause.
Yeah.
I rate Kane. By the way, just don't get me wrong. I think Harry Kane's a phenomenal striker. I just don't think Tottenham, as a team, with the way their play, will score that many goals for him to be the top scorer anyway. I'm not saying you were saying
who was top scorer last season?
Salah.
And Son. They shared it.
Salah,
they did.
The difference is Salah, half of his goals were penalties. Son never took a single penalty. And Salah and Son are not even strikers. So he needs.
I mean, the traditional number 9 is.
They're not a traditional.
Not many of them no more.
Haaland and Kane are strikers.
Yeah,
Haaland and Jesus, I would say, striker. But Son, Salah, they all cut in, didn't they? They all cut in from the wing and do what they got to do. So I think he's going to be hard pressed to get 15 goals.
Really? That is
I
as
do.
that?
Yeah, I really do. Plus, he's injury prone as well. I mean, he loves an injury, doesn't he? I mean, it's like every 4 months he gets injured.
Okay, we're going to quickly move on from this subject. So we're going to go to the decisive key point man, Ed. Ed, what's your overview on Haaland? Do you think he's going to be one of the top goal scorers?
I must say, when I first saw Haaland, it was when he scored those 9 goals in his international game against, I forgot who the team was, because obviously. But yeah, he's 9 goals, all 9 of them really impressed me. And I watched highlights of him in Dortmund. I tell you his quality. I don't think anyone's saying he won't score goals. Do I think he could win the Golden Boot? I think he's a strong contender. However, we've got more Premier League proven players in here. Like we got Firmino, we got Jesus, and we got Kane. So Haaland, it's going to take time for him to adapt to the Premier League. So I feel he's a strong contender, but it's going to be a challenge for him.
So do you agree or disagree that he's going to be top goal scorer?
It's a half and half, really.
70-30.
Half and half. No, that's 70-30 is the Mikel Arteta thing.
Okay,
that's not the subject today. We're on the strikers.
We're going to move on because we did talk about Mo Salah, right? And this was another comment that was made that they're going to. You said, Johnny, that Liverpool are going to miss Mane, and you also put as well, Ollie, on the comment, going to miss Mane, top goal scorer. What about Mo Salah?
Yeah. Because just to make my point clear, I do agree they are going to miss Mane, and you're seeing it. But it was, if I remember correctly, it was something about he was their main source of goals, which I thought. I mean, how can you say he's the main source of goals? It's clearly Salah.
120 goals in 4 seasons. It's there in black and white. 120 goals in 4 seasons for Liverpool.
That's Mane or Salah?
Mane.
Yeah, how many Salah got for Liverpool?
But Mane, what you take? I know Salah's outscored him. I get that. First of all, Salah's not a striker. Mane was sold and replaced with what's his name? Darwin Núñez.
Darwin Núñez.
That has got to be the most ridiculous signing I've ever seen in any football club. I mean, he's really been
sent that one match though, weren't it? When they played Benfica and he completely destroyed them. Really, like
he scored 4 in pre-season though, didn't he? I mean, where do we draw the line with plays like that? I mean, you can't go around headbutting people like that. And then
I've not seen enough of Darwin Núñez to even make a comment on him, to be honest.
To be honest with you, I never heard of him, Ollie. I'll be honest. Yeah, before he signed, and I know I think he had 1 good season in Portugal.
He played well because obviously they played in the Champions League against Liverpool, didn't they? Benfica. And,
they did, yeah.
And Núñez like basically ran rings around fucking Van Dijk and that. Do you know what I mean? Like
the only thing I will say is back to the same point with Haaland. I mean, it's like I say, personally, I haven't got an opinion on him. I don't know enough about him. But like, when does Jurgen Klopp sign bad players? He must know enough about him to think I'll go and spend that kind of money on him. But again, it's early doors, isn't it? I thought he played very well against Fulham when he came off the bench. I thought he was brilliant when he came off the bench against Fulham. Obviously, he then did the stupid thing against Palace, where he's not doing it. Obviously, he's going to have to sort that out, because you just can't do that, can you? It's as simple as that.
Well, you can't do it in any league, can you? To be fair.
No, you can't.
So he's obviously got like a little bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, but the I mean, for me, I just thought, I don't see how you can say anything other than Mohamed Salah is Liverpool's main source of goals.
But the main thing is, though, are Liverpool, though, Ollie, going to miss Mane? And
100%.
Is it a massive loss, though?
I think so. I mean, to be honest, I rate Luis Diaz, who's playing this position now, isn't he? Out on the left-hand side. I don't think he's as good as Mane. I mean, I don't know what's gone on there, because, I mean, obviously, he only had the year left on his contract, I think. So I think Mane wanted to leave anyway. I think if Liverpool could have kept hold of him, they probably would have. But I think it was out of their hands, to be honest, personally.
Yeah, Mane. I mean, you're starting to see the effects now without Mane there, with the results they're getting. They lost to a poor Man United side, but you can see the effects. I mean, I think they've got. Who they got? Have they got tomorrow? They've got an easy. Say easy. They've got.
I think they
played Chelsea at the weekend, didn't they?
No, they're home to Bournemouth, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah, they are home to Bournemouth.
Home to Bournemouth,
and obviously on paper, and if you speak to 100 people, 100 people will go for Liverpool win there. But I saw Van Dijk. That I don't know if you saw it against Man United. That defending against that Sancho goal. I mean, it was ridiculous. What the hands behind the back thing? I've never got this. If it's going to hit your hand, it's going to hit your hand behind your back. How are you supposed to manoeuvre with your hands behind your back? I've never understood it, and and I think Carragher said it. He's not strong enough. He doesn't fly into the tackle enough, and that's another problem I think they've got there. I think Liverpool are going to struggle. I really do.
I mean,
it's not often Van Dijk makes a mistake. Like, to be fair, I mean, it's not often you're criticising Virgil van Dijk. I mean, he is open to criticism for that game. Like,
he looked poor though. He's looked poor for his last.
Yeah,
game.
he did.
He looked poor towards the end of last season as well. Yeah, but Davis and Sanchez at Tottenham does it a lot, and Dyer. They put their hands behind their back. What is it? Is this a new way of defending? I mean, this is just.
I mean, it's just a way to avoid handball, isn't it?
But the line on the floor at a free kick behind the wall. Since when has this happened?
I've never seen that before.
I've tried.
It's just a joke. It's because no one's ever going to kick it up under the wall now, are they?
But they say like it's not going to be handball if your hands are down anyway. So it's just.
And even if it is handball, or chances are it's going to be accidental, isn't it?
Exactly. So if you're going to for Van Dijk there, if he just had his hands at his side, he might have had an opportunity just to maybe swing a foot at that and clear it, because it wasn't a great shot by Sam. But yeah, I mean,
So very quickly, just moving off this subject, then, Ollie, can Liverpool just solely rely on Salah though?
Oh no. I think he'll come good though.
Because I think he does miss that. He does miss that link up play from each side with Mane, doesn't he?
Yeah. But then again, I mean, you can't. I don't want to go out there and say if they had Sadio Mane, the result would have been any different.
This is true. Yeah. This is true.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. Because they've been
like I said,
poor.
I mean, they have been poor, and I don't think Luis Diaz is that much of a step down. I do rate Luis Diaz. I think I don't think he's as good as Mane, but I don't think he's that much of a step down. Obviously, it is what it is, isn't it? They've had to put with start. You see it all the time, but it's like if people forget there's only been 3 games. There's plenty of time.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. 100%.
You'll soon start seeing the league table shifting.
Moving on to our next subject, is Ronaldo finished? Ollie, is Ronaldo finished? How should we go to? We'll go to Ed on this one first.
This is what I said in our video, the first video.
Is he finished?
For me, yeah. I feel he's gone. He's 36. He's at the end of the career. He's at a team that's not going to win anything this season. I think he's just past his prime. This isn't the Ronaldo that was at Real Madrid. This is not the Ronaldo I'm used to. I haven't been impressed with him at all this
Well,
last year.
what's next for him now? Where does he go from now? There's not many
That's
choices.
a tough question. I think potentially he could go back to Sporting where he started. That's usually how these players work. They'll leave their boyhood club that they came up through the ranks with, then they'll move back there.
I've got the
ready
comment
to-
up here, right?
yeah.
I've got the comment up here. Obviously on the video, the prediction video that we did, Johnny put he should go to Levante or Mallorca. And obviously, Ollie, you've gone like, what am I hearing in this? Like, you know,
I didn't know if that was bait, to be honest. I thought, surely.
No, I'll tell you what, I'll back my comments up. This guy's 37 years old, right?
Yeah.
And for me, he's a tapping merchant, has been a tapping merchant for many, 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 many years, right? Has to take the final penalty in the penalty shootout, takes his top off, does all that nonsense. It's all about him. Sat there the other night when Sancho scored. I don't know if anyone saw it. When Sancho scored, he just nonchalantly clapped like that, nonchalantly. He doesn't want to be there. It's all about him. So I think nobody wants him because they can't afford him. So why shouldn't he go to a lower league team? Why shouldn't he go? He's won everything in the game. He's won the Champions League. He's won the leagues where he's gone. He's won the domestic cups. He's won the European Cup with Portugal. He's done all that. He's been there and he's done it. He doesn't need to anymore. He's 37. So for me, he either goes to America, packs off there, like everyone else does, or he makes a name for himself, because he likes to make a name for himself, and goes somewhere else. Maybe not Levante and Mallorca. It was just a random thing out of my mouth. But maybe, I don't know. So I don't know, somewhere where he can test himself a little bit. Because all he does, he sulks a lot, doesn't he? He just sulks all the time.
Well, the only thing I would like to say is take away. Let's not speak about his personality, because he has got an ego. He's always had an ego, as I was saying about him. But let's just talk on the pure footballing side of it. We've seen Ronaldo and Messi as well, for example, perform at levels that you've never seen before.
Correct.
That long. That we are now not used to seeing Ronaldo or even Messi play like they are now. Messi didn't score many goals last year.
No.
We are that used to seeing them perform at such a high level, and he's still got 18 Premier League goals in a very poor Manchester United team last year. I don't agree in the sense that he's finished, because I still think he could go to a team now. Maybe not one of the big boys, because like you say, I don't think they want him. Clearly, they don't do that. I did see his agent had offered him to Napoli. Whether that goes anywhere, but I think he will still get goals. He will still get goals at the top level. He might not get 30 like we used to see in 25, but he will still get goals.
But this is what Johnny's saying. This is what Johnny's saying. He's like, because he's so stubborn, he'll want to go to another big club, but he won't come to terms where, okay, maybe I should like lower my standards a little bit in team wise. No offense to any other teams that aren't the big six, but there is a time where you have to go, well, enough's enough. Rooney did it. Do you know what I mean? He had to go, like, he's played Derby, and do you know what I mean? Like, and then you had your John Terry's that went to Aston Villa, and when your time's up, you just got to kind of look what.
Yeah, and I agree with what Ian said. I mean, he's definitely not finished. I agree with that. I mean, I would take him now, but the problem with him is that the ego is, there's a reason why teams don't want him. I mean, I know Chelsea want him. I mean, again,
I agree 100%.
Just that kind of,
But I feel like at the same time though that Chelsea just trying to grab anyone they can now.
Well, that's another conversation another time, isn't it, Chelsea? But I think an ideal fit for Ronaldo would be somewhere like Newcastle. They've got the money, they can afford his wages, right?
Well, Newcastle just signed Isak today.
Yeah, exactly. But what we're saying, that's the kind of team he could go there and say, do you know what? Let's go. Let's try and win them a cup. They've not won a trophy in nearly 60 years.
The problem is, for him personally, again, it's probably an ego thing. It's not the fact that he wants to leave Manchester United. He wants to play Champions League football.
Then for him to do that, he needs to leave Man United. Because then,
well, he doesn't leave Man United. But what I'm saying is obviously Newcastle's then not going to be an option, is it? Because
this is true. But so I mean, which Champions League club would he go to? Because there is really not anywhere else.
Like the other guy said, I forget his name, but Sporting as well.
Sporting Lisbon, possibly,
Could be a good shout. But it's the money side, because he's still going to want pain, isn't he?
Of course he is.
I mean, I've seen that an inquiry came along to Manchester United from Napoli about him. I mean, he's lived in Italy before. Would that be a good move for him? I don't know.
He played for Juventus, didn't he? I don't know how that will go down with the Napoli fans,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Because
but like I do agree with Johnny. I think he's being very stubborn, and like you say, it's just like all about him. You can tell it in his face now. If he's not scoring the goals, he doesn't care.
and I get that because
I agree.
and as a winner, I get that. And as a winner, you're going to be like that because you want to win all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's great.
But remember, there's no I in team. So
no, and he's got to he either fights his way back into the team or he goes by next week. Otherwise, he's stuck there till at least January. Doing what? He's going to be on the bench, isn't he?
I think Kane's a good example, though, because last year Kane openly wanted to leave, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't materialise for him, and then he just thought, you know what, I haven't gone, I've not gone down. And he had a good season last season. No, he never got the goals he got, but he still had a good season in the sense of
exactly. You play your football, and this is it. There's not many about like Kane, to be honest, anymore. Where you're gonna, I personally think Kane's will always be at Tottenham. I've said it from day one. I don't think he'll ever leave Tottenham, regardless of what we win and what we don't win. And I think he's going to want to stay and break that record, which I think it's going to be very close. If he breaks Shearer's record, it's going to be very touch and go. But there's not many like that. Letizia was another one, wasn't he? Stayed at Southampton.
Yeah.
Could have gone to Man United. He said, no, I'm not going to go there. There's quite a few more down there. But yeah, there's not many left like that, to be honest. So, and Ronaldo's definitely not in that bracket. So he either sucks it up there or he moves on.
I mean, it must hurt him a little bit that seeing that he's rival Messi's like at PSG and playing Champions League and I mean, he's in the same kind of boat though, Messi though, isn't he? I suppose.
Well, I think he loves Man United.
Messi's starting to perform now, though, isn't he? He's starting to perform this season. He had a terrible season last season, 5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I saw them. They won 7-1 at the weekend. I mean, it's what a division that is. I mean, Jesus. And this is the Lille who won the league 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
7-1. You're just thinking to yourself, would they lose a game in that league? But they were just
rampant. I think Bayern Munich beat 1-7 as well, didn't they?
Did they? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mane scored twice.
That's right. I saw Mane. That's right. So yeah, I mean, when you come into and to be fair to Ronaldo, he's done it in the Premier League. He's proved himself. He doesn't need to prove himself anymore. Whereas people like Haaland do, Nunes has to because they've not done it. Yeah. Listen, if Haaland scores 25 goals, I'll come on here and I'll put my hands up and say, listen, I was wrong. Okay. But we'll see.
To finish this video off, we're going to have a little debate on the final thing as we've been talking about strikers and that. Who, in everybody's eye, is the best striker in the league at the moment?
Oof. Let's start with the Middlesbrough fan first. Ollie?
Oh, sorry, you're talking to me, mate. Sorry, what were you saying, mate? I can't, it's lagging a bit. I can't hear what you're saying from your end.
There's no Middlesbrough fan in. There's no other Middlesbrough fan in here, so.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, so you're asking me to go first?
Yeah.
I'll. Well, that's obviously what I think, isn't it? It depends. What's the question you're asking? Are you asking like who is the
number one rated striker in the league at the moment?
Well, if this is what I'm saying, I mean, if you go on,
if we're going to go on stats though, like in the league, it's going to be Kane, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I'll answer it in this sense. I think personally, Haaland's the best striker in the league. If he isn't is it Johnny? Like Johnny said,
see Johnny just
I'll come on. If he scores less than 15 goals, I'll come on all my hands up and say I was wrong as well. But I think Haaland. I think Kane's obviously proven, isn't he? But I rate Gabriel Jesus as well. Yeah, I mean, it's out with them three, isn't it? If you're going to put Salah in the bracket as well, but I wouldn't put him in the bracket as a striker.
It's only strikers, not wingers.
Yeah. So I would say Haaland. I would say Haaland, Kane, Jesus. That would be my three.
No one seems to have mentioned like Diaz either.
I don't think Diaz will score many goals, though. I think he'd be more of a creative player, Diaz.
Yeah, and it's like Jota as well. I know he's not actually playing at the moment, but he's quite a good striker, isn't he, Jota?
Jota is, Jota. But I don't think he's going to get many. If you look now, I mean, you've got Nunes is probably going to be number one. Behind him is going to be for me, and then you've got Jota. I mean,
he acts like that. Nunes won't be playing much.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? But I think
Johnny, who's your thoughts? Then it's got to be Kane for you, isn't it?
Well, I mean, Kane has done it for 6 seasons now. You will not see a better striker in this league in a long time.
Has he
The
got,
one
like,
prior to
200 has he
that,
got 240 goals now or something? Or
no, he needs 260.
See.
Shearer's on 260, and he's on 185 league goals.
Jesus.
But he scored, I think,
He's
over
close to
200.
breaking Jimmy Greaves' record.
Yeah, he'll break that. And
How many does he need, sort of ratio wise now? Then would you say in the next sort of 3-4 years?
he's on 185 league goals, and he needs 260 for the record. So 75 goals. So we're looking at maybe 4 seasons, and he's 28.
4 seasons.
So
29.
So he's 29. Yeah, he's only just turned 29. So yeah, all right. So this 4 seasons, which is doable. But for me, Harry Kane, I mean, he gets a lot of disrespect from a lot of non-Tottenham fans, a lot of and I don't know why. He does the job. You will not see a better striker since Shearer, to be honest. Shearer was phenomenal, and phenomenal striker. And not only does Kane score goals, I mean, what he does off the ball is incredible. I mean, the assists last year to Son. The assists, the long balls, it doesn't miss a penalty. And when he did miss one against Denmark, he put it in the back of the net anyway. So for me, Kane is that if top 3 would be Kane. I think Jesus is close behind him. And here's a big one, Mitrovic at Fulham.
No, it's a great shout. I don't think you'll get many goals just because of the team he's in, but
because of exactly. When they've got Arsenal away this weekend, I mean, if anyone's going to score, it'll be him.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at your favour, if Fulham go 1-0 up, you go, I bet that's Mitrovic, because that's what he does.
I put him in my fantasy football team over when Nunes got the red card. I shot Mitrovic.
Yeah, he's done the right thing. I think. Yeah, he's a good player, Mitrovic, and I know he's done it in the lower divisions, but I think he's got a lot about him actually.
Yeah, because a lot of people doubted him first, didn't they? And said, "Oh, is he ready for the Premier League?" Or do you know what I mean? And you know, he has proven that he can bang him in, can't he? So,
does he not share the same celebration as Jesus? Is it that? Is that what they do? They both do that.
Does the phone call thing.
Oh, the phone, and that's somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, then. So Ed, final one. Who's your top striker at the moment? Who do you rate as the best striker at the moment?
You probably think I'm going to say Jesus, but I'm actually not.
Okay.
I'm actually, for me, my personal favourite is Bobby Firmino.
Who?
Firmino.
Bobby Firmino.
Ed.
Yeah.
Really?
This
Yeah.
was going to be a debate show. This was going to be a debate show between Ollie and Johnny, but I just think it's turned completely around now. It's Ed and Johnny now.
Oh my God.
Why
Give us the reason, Ed. Ed, give us the reason.
First of all, psych, Gabriel Jesus.
Oh, right, okay. It was a joke.
I was playing a little joke on you guys. Don't worry, it's actually Jesus. I wanted to see what reaction I would get if I said Bobby Firmino. No, it's no, for me it's Jesus.
Jesus, yeah. And what's your reason for that?
Now, unfortunately, I'm going to talk about his time at City. I feel like City's thing here, he's done brilliantly. I might as well tell you that. Even at Man City last year and a couple of seasons before, he's a proven winner. Kane's been doing it for 6 years, but Jesus in that time has won 4 leagues. He's won every single trophy domestically.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. So what if he's sat on the bench for half of those four Premier Leagues that he's won? I mean, you could sit on the bench and pick up a medal. I mean, it's not as if he's contributed to it, has he? Let's be honest.
Yeah, but you cannot tell me when Jesus is playing, he's brilliant. Like, he scored 4 goals against one team last season.
Who's that?
I think it was either Watford. Was it Watford? I don't really remember because I don't.
I don't remember the game. He was right. Yeah. I can't remember it.
But yeah, hey, listen, I just think Jesus. Yeah, he's going to score a hat trick tomorrow, and I feel he's going to score more goals than Kane.
It really, isn't it? I think you're on the hype train at the moment.
I think he's on the. I think he's on the.
Hey, listen, I've felt this feeling for 18 years. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I think Gabriel Jesus is a good player. There's no doubt about it, and he's certainly changing that Arsenal team, isn't it, at the minute with the goals? I mean, you've lacked that in years. So I understand it. I get it. You know,
but let's maybe
Right, Harry, let's have it because we've got 90 seconds
not
left.
go too fast. You know what I mean? In the next 5 games, he could have a massive drought.
well, let's see what happens.
I want to see Arsenal play an half-decent team, though, because then
This
that's
is
when
what a
you'll
lot of
see
people are
how
saying,
well
Well,
they
yeah,
are.
I said that. I said that the other day on it to James. You know,
We have
Chelsea
to be
play one of the
humble
top
at this
4.
moment, you know, because we can't jump the gun too fast, like, you know.
Well, that's it.
So, look, listen, anyway, guys, we're running out of time here. So thank you very much for joining us. I'm sure on
So
the
long, boys. I'll see you next time.
Okay,
Thanks,
cheers,
man.
mate. Thank you very much.
He's gone. Every
He
single
did that in the
time.
last video, didn't he? He did that in the last video.
Every time, man, he comes on, he just like, see you later.
He does it all the time. Love it.
Right, guys, look, listen, it's been a blast. I'm sure we can talk more about the Jesus scenario on the recap video on Tuesday, and it will be out Wednesday. Thank you, Ollie, for joining us and having that little
Thanks,
debate
Ollie.
there. It was a pleasure having you on. We'll get you on shortly as well, maybe for another video as well, yeah?
Who are the Borough got tomorrow? Who are you playing?
Swansea at home. I'm hoping we get our first win, like we need.
Right, guys, I do have to stop it there, though. Okay, right. So, look, listen, guys, thank you very much. Like and subscribe, on the video, and we shall see you very shortly. Thank you, lads, for coming on.
See
All
you
right.
later,
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
One Way Football.